Happy Friday! What's going on, guys? We got something to talk about today. I had a lot of fun making that last video with the 5K about the sealed and everything like that, like where I'd put it, what I do with it. I got a request for slabs. Guess what we're talking about today? Slabs. Yes, Nick likes slabs also. It is not just sealed, I promise you that. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna talk about, hey, if we had a shopping spree, $5,000. What would we do with it? Where would we spend it? And it can only go on slabs. All right, guys, so I got two slabs in my hand. Will they be part of the list or will they not? Who knows? But if you know me, you know, they probably will. Guys, it's gonna be a fun one today. There's a lot of positive feedback on the last video about the $5,000 fake shopping spree, if you would, with, you know, the booster boxes and the sealed product, what it would do over the next year. We're gonna talk about slabs today and what I'd do with that same $5,000 over the next year, if you would. We're gonna allocate it the same way. We're gonna go with current market prices. Guys, I record on Tuesdays or Friday videos. If the price changes a little bit, don't bother me about it. It's all good. I got the graphics here. This will be out on Friday. It's gonna be a happy Friday. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, but before we get started, what do we have to do? We got to enter the giveaway, guys. 2-pack, Dollar General, Unbroken Bonds. Probably has Team Up in it as well. Go ahead and comment on a video between video 31 and 40. I don't know which one we're on right now. We're not on 40 yet. Guys, it's a great little blister. Maybe you rip it, maybe you put it away for years. It's in mint condition. Whoever wins, I'll ship it out to you. Just comment on one of my videos and good luck. Let's get this started, boys. All right, so what's the goal for today? Like I said, I just kind of rambled a little bit about it. We got $5,000. We're gonna spend it only on slabs for the next year or so, right? Where's this money gonna go into slabs that I think are gonna do well in the next year? What are slabs that are kind of looked at that, you know, hold a little bit of weight in the sense of, hey, some sets are coming out that are relevant to why I would recommend these slabs? Listen, there are so many slabs. If you look at the amount of sealed compared to the amount of slabs, like there's so many more slabs because people are slabbing almost anything. And are some of these stabs in the dark? Sure. Are they educated guesses? Sure. Is there education behind them? Absolutely. I'm looking at trends. I'm looking at cards. I'm looking at the beauty of cards. And listen, slabs are subjective. Some people like different Pokemon cards for different reasons, right? If you guys know me, you've been on my channel here. What is this, the 34th, 5th? I don't know, something video, right? We've been doing this for a while, all right? You guys know what kind of Pokemon I like. I like big, aggressive, strong Pokemon, or I like some Pokemon that remind me of animals that I used to have back at home. So let's get started. What's the first one that I'd buy? I'm buying the Meowth from Phantasmal Flames. In a PSA 10, of course. Everything's gonna be PSA 10 today, guys. And of course, I have one for my personal collection. Yes, I have a beautiful Iris by Graded God on the Meowth. It looks amazing in my opinion. Guys, why am I gonna recommend this card first? Okay, there's something about these illustration rares that I think is going to have an amazing future, all right? And this Meowth is not just any Meowth. Listen, we just saw the cool Meowth come out from Perfect Order. Personally, I think this Meowth is better than the best hit in Perfect Order, like flat out. I understand it's more Meowth than that one, and not that I've contradicted myself with that statement, but this one tells a story, and we've talked about it. If you look at it, there's gonna be a picture somewhere, but guys, this is from the original game when we're looking over. You see him laying on the tree. We've seen that building. We've seen that town. I've talked about this before. This is an iconic scene. They made it into a Pokemon card. This Meowth, to me, I think, all right, if I'm gonna take a projection and a guess, it's like pop 5,000, all right? It's kind of high for how early it is. Could it go to pop 20,000? Sure. Are people grading a lot of them? Probably. But the card's too good, flat out, to where I think the price point right now is it's chilling around $200 to $250. Let's give or take say that the Meowth is $250. Just for the sake of this video and the way the math is gonna add up, I want it to add up to 5K. So we're saying the card's $250. Could you get it for 200 bucks if you went up to a vendor at a card show? Absolutely, that's probably what you should do. I'm not saying you should go run to eBay and buy all these cards for full market, but just using the cards as an example, this is the first one we're gonna buy, is the Meowth PSA 10. Where do I think it could go? I think it could go up to $500, to be quite honest with you. This to me gives me that Eevee vibe from Twilight Masquerade. Now, if some of you were around about a year and a half ago, there was a run of that Eevee, all right? That Eevee all of a sudden was at like $80 in a PSA 10, whatever, and then it was like $300, $350, all the way up to, I think it got as high as $4 or something like that. And this is pre-real boom like we're in right now. All right. When Twilight Masquerade was out, things were kind of chilling. Like, it was exciting to see the Greninja, but nobody was like, oh my God, Pikachu EX on a tree for $5,000. I recommend this Meowth. It's going to be one that I'm going to pick up more of them, actually. I'm not trying to drive the price of any of these slabs today. This is, listen, it's an intimate channel, guys. Remember that. So when I say things, I'm actually trying to give you legit advice of what I think you should do, right? And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy more of these Meowths. Beautiful card, PSA 10. Give me more of them. First 250 spent, guys. Ching ching. All right. Now, the next one that I think is extremely undervalued. I do have one of these. Actually, I'll show you guys something real quick. Look at my little wall of celebrations. You can see in the top right, I have an Umbreon. Ignore the bulk. We talked about this. I'm still organizing. The next one that we're talking about is going to be the Umbreon PSA 10 from Celebrations. All right, why? Why, Nick? Why the Umbreon from Celebrations? It's a goddamn gold star, guys. How many gold stars are obtainable in a PSA 10? I know. It's not the original gold star. It doesn't have any weight to being an original gold star. This is a gorgeous card for a reprint, all right? It's a gold star. What are we doing? We should be looking at this kind of card. It's an Umbreon. It has every fundamental and factor of a card that's going to skyrocket when we get closer to the 30th anniversary. And now listen, I don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, everything's going to go up for the 30th anniversary. Like, we know there's going to be a hyper chill or whatever the hell it is. Things are going to go up for the 30th anniversary. We're going to fight a little bit of a battle. There's going to be a little bit of an uptick in stuff. Maybe a lot of bit of an uptick. But this is one of those cards that I want in my collection before that happens, just in case, all right? Guys, the card's sitting around $350 right now. Gold Star, it's an Umbreon. It's from the 25th anniversary. We saw what Generations did when Celebrations came out. Boom, boom, went up. This one's a no freaking brainer. 30th coming out soon, September or whatever the heck it is. This one's from Celebrations. Celebrations is doing good as it is. It's not easy to hit this card. Please, trust me. Celebrations, PSA 10 Umbreon, get it. Potential realized margin for the Umbreon. I think the Umbreon can go to from $350 right now. I think it's really undervalued. I think it's going to do a $500 jump really soon. Give me a $750 to $1,000 card by September. Just watch. $350 added. We're up to $600 so far. Give me this Umbreon PSA 10 for $350. Ching, ching, next. All right, guys, funny thing about the next four. So one thing that I've really been thinking about, I have been thinking about this Rayquaza set that's coming out soon, all right? I was looking at some other Rayquazas, and I'm going to talk about four that I really like right now. One of them that I'm leaving out, there's really five, but one of them that I'm leaving out, I'd rather have multiple of the ones that I'm talking about than only two of them. You'll see, it'll kind of make sense. Let's start off with the big one. I'm actually just going to rip the Band-Aid off, and I'm going to tell you the big one right away. Most of the time, I'd save it for the end, but like I don't want to save it for the end. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of it. Maybe it'll kind of make sense, right? Rayquaza VMAX Alt Art Evolving Skies in a PSA 10 is starting to climb right now. How high can it go? I don't know, but I have video evidence that I've been saying for a long time. I think it's better than the Moonbreon. When Evolving Skies came out, it was more expensive than the Moonbreon. The Moonbreon was like $200. The Rayquaza was like $350. All right. Understand something. This Rayquaza is gorgeous. And I've told you guys this before. The Rayquaza VMAX PSA 10 from Evolving Skies. Right now, there's a couple weird sales going on, all right? Listen, I see some listed for $2,000, but they're lower certs. I saw one get sniped that PSA sold for $1,650 today, all right? What the heck? I don't know. Remember, it's Tuesday that I'm recording this. Today's like the 29th or something like that, 28th, I don't know. And then there's sales for $3K. And then there's bids. Arizona TCG, are they in the Probstein category or are they in the Z&G category? I hope not, but probably. Listen, there's two Rayquaza VMAXs around the same cert that are chilling there today on Tuesday that are at like $2,900 and there's like 4 days left on them. Listen, this Rayquaza VMAX PSA 10, I've said it for a long time, it is a very powerful card. When you think about a modern Rayquaza with a Rayquaza set coming out, this is the kind of card I want in my collection. I actually have one. And now listen, I picked this guy up when he was around $1,200 because it scared me, right? Because when I saw him do the jump over 1,000, I was like, oh man, this guy's gonna do like 2,000 or 3,000. And kind of here we are, right? So listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think this Rayquaza is a $5,000 PSA 10. This is a $5,000 PSA 10, all right? Not a Pikachu EX from a brand new set. A set with packs that are $35 to $40 each that are impossible to hit out of. The booster boxes are around $3,000, almost $3,000. The factory workers stole a lot of the hits from the set. It's hard to freaking hit, and it's hard to hit a clean one. So, this is a $5,000 slab, not a brand new card from Ascended Heroes. Sorry, I'm kind of going off topic. Guys, listen, this Rayquaza is, I just put it down. It's just so good. I said it before, this is huge snake myth over the Amazon River. It's majestic, it's beautiful, it shines, it looks good in a guard, it looks good in your collection. This is the Rayquaza you need to have before the Rayquaza set comes out. I don't know the name of it, some people do, sorry, I'm not up to date on what's going on right now. This is like a $2,800 card. I'm actually gonna put it at $2,950 for the sake of the video. Looking at some of the sales and average is probably where I put the market value today based on what I'm seeing on Card Ladder, etc., on Alt, etc. So let's go with $2,950 for the card. Potential, like I said, I think it's gonna be a $5,000 card within a year. Yep, that's what I think, guys. So do what you will with it. It's expensive. It's the most expensive one on this list. I'll flat out say it. Adding $2,950, what does that bring us up to? $2,950 for the Ray, $350 for the Umbreon. That brings us up to $3,300 and $250 for the Meowth. We're at $3,550. Ching ching next. The next one's the Silver Tempest Rayquaza. And it's the same reason as this Rayquaza for the sake of the Rayquaza set coming out. Hard to hit, expensive box, Sword and Shield. It's a beautiful card. It's actually got like a reddish pink on it. I'm really into it. It's a trainer gallery. What's cool about this Rayquaza is you can hit it without getting one of those black codes on the back of the pack. So if you remember when you would open with code cards, like the code card was indicative of a hit, which is, I don't really think that's the truth anymore, right? So during Sword and Shield, if you got a black code card, you knew you had a hit. If you had a white code card, you knew you were cooked, unless you had the God packs or the Supercharged packs, Silver Tempest, of course. But what's cool about this card being from the TG, the trainer gallery, is that you could actually hit it with a white code because it was in that the first slot, not the second slot where the hit was. So fun little fact. Yes, guys, I'm picking this one up for $550. I'm not gonna be left without holding some good Rayquazas before this Rayquaza set comes out. I want at least one of each. This is one that I'm getting. I'd recommend it on the slab category. We have to go with trends. We have to go with what's coming out. Like, if you look at the Surging Sparks Pikachu right now, it went up, the Butthole Pikachu, whatever the heck it is. Why'd it go up? Because people are paying $5,000 for the Treekachu. Watch that pattern. I've said this before, same kind of concept. Give me the Silver Tempest Rayquaza for $550. What does that bring us up to? We got $550 for the Rayquaza. We got $2,950 for the VMAX Evolving Skies one. That brings us up to $3,500. We got $350 for the Umbreon, $3,850, and we got $250 for the Meowth. We are at $4,100 so far. We got $900 to spend. All right, guys, another card that I'm getting. I'm actually gonna get the Rayquaza GX-A or whatever it is. It's like a promo from the Hidden Fates era. This one's sitting around $650. I don't have as much like sentimental value and educational vibes of what I think about this card because it's not really doing anything. It's just kind of sitting in a silver border background. It is cool. I don't really know if it's fighting something. I don't really know if it's just hanging out. But listen, that is a lot of Rayquaza on the screen for a card, so I am into it. $650. It has seen an uptick even this week. It was selling for around $5. It just jumped up to $650. To me, I really think the card's a $1,000 card. And I forgot to mention this about the last card. Where do I think the other one's going to go? The Silver Tempest Ray. I think it's going to be a $1,000 PSA 10 within a year. So that's another recognized value. And let's go back to the topic with the Ray GX. I think it's gonna be another $1,000 card for a year. I don't know how much they're really gonna jump. I was talking to my friends today and the Umbreon GX from Hidden Fates just jumped up to like $700, $800. If you look at the Charizard GX, it's sitting around 15, 16 consistently now. I think Hidden Fates is gonna have its time in the next year. This is one that I'm getting. I know it's not directly in the Hidden Fates set, but it is a promo, so it does kind of count as part of the era. I recommend it. So what are we at? What are we doing right now, right? We had another $650. How about I stop doing math for the love of God? It would just be so nice. We were just at $4,100. You heard me. Rewind the video if you need to. Add $650. $4,750. Ching ching next. And the final card. Give me the Mega Rayquaza EX PSA 10 from Celebrations. $250? Kind of low. 30th anniversary coming out in September. Kind of low. I don't know, guys. $250 for a PSA 10. The card's a mega. I know it's a reprint. It's still a Rayquaza set coming out in the future. Guys, I don't know. I'm kind of all in on this one. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you I think it's a $1,000 10, but it's probably a $500 card, to be honest. It's probably maybe $600, maybe $700. We'll see how it does, right? These are the kind of cards that I'm out of my collection, right? If I had $5,000 to spend on slabs, these are the slabs that I'm buying. Just kidding, I'm buying one Treekachu, just one. No, see, no, you don't buy at the top. You buy with room, all right? You buy with room. So guys, buy with room. That's the mantra of today. Listen, the slabs that I just went through, there's reasonings for all of them. I kind of laid it out for you, right? I'm not like a pokey investor, bro, right? That's just not me. But I do have a leg to stand on when I think I know what the heck I'm talking about with what's coming. That's what I recommend doing with $5,000 if you wanted to go blow it on slabs, right? I personally buy a little bit of everything. I make fun of big boxes. I still have some big boxes, right? I love my sealed, don't get me wrong. I have certain slabs. If I like a slab, I still like cards, so I buy the cards. So guys, keep buying the card, but I always like to have some reasoning behind the cards that I buy them, especially if I love them. That gets me double excited for something. You know, I'm not a guy that holds hippodons, you know, or hippopotamus, whatever the hell they are, right? I'm not someone, I don't have PSA 10 Wingles. You know, I don't have trap inch reverse in a PSA 10. That's just not me. I vibe with Rayquazas. I vibe with Charizards. I love Meowths. Reminds me of my pets, right? I like Meowth for that reason, right? I like Charmanders. You know, these are the kind of cards that I'm into, and you should be into what you like too. So guys, that's what I do with $5,000. I hope you really enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun for me. We'll probably do 10,000 soon with a little bit bigger cards. I know I left out the Rayquaza V from Evolving Skies. Listen, I think the jump was just too big from what it used to be compared to what the Rayquaza is doing now. I think the Rayquaza is way more worth it. The V Max compared to the V, that's why it was left out. Some people like the V better. I get it. I understand. I love the V too. Give me the V Max all day. No competition to me. Lights out. Sorry, boys. Guys, thank you for listening to the rant. And that is today's video. Guys, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Why should we do that? Because we want to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can go live at card shows. I've said this multiple times. Guys, we're rolling up on 300 subscribers here. God, we're getting like we're getting a little juice. We're getting a little bit of flow. People are starting to come back, and every single one of you that comments, like, I know your names, right? And I look for your comments. I appreciate it. Like, I feel like we're building a gang of homies. You know, we got a good community going here. I'm not gonna forget you guys if things really blow up in the future. Like, all you guys that are OGs and are hanging out here, like, you mean the world to me. So keep doing your thing, keep supporting me. I appreciate you guys. If you make content too, send it to me every time on Instagram. I'll support you the same way. We're just having a blast doing this, boys. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for watching today's video on the 5,000. Comment on a video between 31 to 40 so I can enter you into the giveaway for the blister, 2-pack, Sun and Moon, Unbroken Bonds, whatever it is. Gotta remember to breathe, right, boys? Nah, guys, great time today. I really had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for listening. I love you guys. Nicky Cards, out.